Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. I screwed that all up, but you know what I meant. I got my one and only Omar Alfaro with me this morning. How you doing, buddy?
Good. What's up, Michael?
Hey,
What's up, everybody?
I want to do something I don't think we've ever done. I want to pretend a new agent joined your team, maybe joined a team in Fresno that I know, like brand spanking new, just got the license one day. And they're starting now in what we called Video One, a messy market.
Okay.
So we'll play ping pong. You say one thing, I'll say one thing. What's kind of the first thing you would tell them?
If you're a brand new agent in this market, and you just got your license and you drank the Kool-Aid, you think you're going to be rich overnight, like everybody else is telling you, because they got lucky the last 2 years, then congratulations, you just got your license in a market that is not what it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And what it was 3 months ago. Yeah. So first thing I would tell you is foundational. You have to understand how to write a contract. Okay. First of which, buyer side. Okay. And this is why I'm going to be saying this. Mm-hmm. Figure out or ask or look at whoever has a team in place where they have a system set up already, mm-hmm. and they're receiving leads. Because you as a new agent, you don't have a lot of leads. But if you are part of a team that's receiving buyer leads, you become the best buyer's agent in this market if you're a realtor. Mm-hmm. Why? Because all your deals that you end up making, all the offers you end up making will be getting accepted because the inventory is increasing. Sellers want to sell. Listing agents want to push to accept a deal. Mm-hmm. And then you're going to start asking for more. You're going to ask, and this is one thing I'll tell you, you want to make more money per transaction? Ask for an increased commission.
Yeah, on the buyer side.
Ask for an increased commission. The 4% are still out there, right? They're split 2 and 2. But if you bring a good offer and you say, I want 2.5%, I want 3%, most of the time, the seller will say yes right now in this market because the agent doesn't have any offers.
Yeah.
And the listing agent, will go ahead and tell the seller, hey, give them a bonus. We got an offer. Let's get it accepted. If they're smart, okay? Mm-hmm. Because right now, this wasn't the lingo we were talking about a year ago.
No, 90 days ago. Yeah.
90 days ago.
Yeah.
It was not. And this is, I'm telling you right now, a lot of agents are not doing this at all. If somebody sent me an offer and said they want 3.5% or 3%, and it's a solid offer and it's a property that's been sitting there for 30 days, guess what I'm telling the seller? Accept the offer. Get your house off of the market and remove the inventory. So the number one thing is find a team that can feed you leads and you can learn to be a great buyer's agent, because down the way, 4 years from now, 5 years from now, you do a great job, they're your clients that are going to end up selling. Trust me when I tell you this.
Yeah, you did it.
That's it right there.
Yeah. So the first thing I would do is I would sit this new agent down in the office at a coffee shop somewhere. And I did this a lot with my sales team, especially new reps joining my team. I would try to scare the hell out of them.
Okay.
I would basically tell them they're jumping into the worst market ever. Inventory is messy. Price point is unknown. Picky this, picky that. Bad, bad, bad. Oh, by the way, the last 2 years you were amazing. You're late. Blah, blah. I would try to scare the hell out of them. I'd probably do that for 10 minutes. And then I would close with, but here's the good news. If you can stick in this and survive the next 2 years, you will be in this business for 40 years and make a killing.
Ooh. Okay.
Because I want to figure them out. Some people I can talk to and scare them, and I can see them crumble right in front of me. I'm like, nope, you're not going to make it. Some people, you do that too. They buck up, their backbone gets a little tighter. They get a little flexy. They're like, I'll show you. I'm like, ooh, I like this.
Yeah. Confidence.
Because without a doubt, the next 2 years are going to suck. But if you're a brand new agent who doesn't have a high burn, who the hell cares? Get in, mix it up, build your network, build a Rolodex, all the stuff you did when you were moving from a bartender to an agent.
Dude, I'm telling you, yeah.
Dude, it's all repeatable. It's amazing. And you set yourself up to be $1 million producer in a decade. So again, what I would tell a new agent is you are about to enter the worst 2 years of your career. It's going to suck. You will not make a lot of money, but if you survive, you will have a long and profitable career. That's kind of what the message I would deliver. What would you do next?
Wow, Michael, that's pretty solid, man. I mean, I like this. I like this format. I really do. So we went from team, we went from scaring the hell out of the agent, letting them know that they're in a kind of crappy market. And then, but if they are good for 2 years, they're going to be in the business for 20.
Yeah.
So the number 3 is don't compare yourself to somebody else's 10 years in the business to your 1. Okay. That right there, because social media, because everyone's flaunting this, doing this, doing that. And it's not, they're in year 15, they're in year, 20, you're 20, 40 years in the business. It's like, come on. So focus on what you're going to be good at and make sure that you're the sponge to understanding the, what role you're in. This is the thing. You're not in the role of like, I want to make $100,000 a month. You're not in that role right now.
Yeah.
You got to earn it. You got to live it. You got to go through it. What you want is great conversations with people. You want at bats. You want to go show property. You want to go on listing appointments and not get it because your skills aren't good enough yet, because that teaches you, that creates that foundation to where when you have the ability to get better, or when you have the ability for that listing appointment as an agent, you now know, now you're going to be in that different realm. You're going to see what you made mistakes from. Why didn't you get it? What makes, and then, ask. This is the thing. You have to be coachable, period. You cannot have zero ego coming into year 1.
Yeah.
You can't. And if you do, you're not going to last because everyone's just going to smash you.
Yeah. So my next one, and we'll do one more each so you can think about your next one.
Okay.
Yeah. The next one I want to talk about is, I think I've heard it referred to, I think it might've been you, it might've been Ty, talk about a hybrid agent.
Right.
I'd want to paint the vision that, again, I'm talking to a brand new agent day one. I want to paint this vision of, there's a lot of ways to monetize leads. It's not only about a purchase contract or a listing contract. There are other ways to be profitable. So I would certainly paint that vision. I would challenge them to grow their network. I would challenge them to meet teams like yourself or in their areas, because again, there's a lot of ways you can monetize effort. And if you only focus on the listing contract or the purchasing contract, it's probably in the future, it'll be like 15% of your income. But if that's all you're focused on, you're only going to make 15% of your potential. The hybrid agent, I think, is the answer. I think there's a lot of talk about real estate commissions that, we're always 6% forever just cause. Who knows what that'll be in a decade? Don't know, right? This whole blockchain and all this others, who knows what happens? So the ability to be a hybrid agent with multiple ways to invest and make money and profit and solve your customer's challenge.
Problem solver.
Yeah, problem solver. I think the most amazing thing that I would tell a brand new agent is your goal should be to become a hybrid agent, whatever the name is. That's just what I've heard it referred to, is so you can monetize and help as many people as possible. So that would be my second one. Let's do one final one each.
Yeah, let's segue on that. Back when I first started, I was telling everyone, hey, your best appointment is that listing appointment to try to purchase the property. And guys, this is one thing I'll share with you. Commissions will make you a living. Profits make you a fortune. Holding property makes you wealthy.
Yes.
Again, your commission checks will make you a living. Profits will make you, rich, right? And then holding property from the profits and the commission checks make you wealthy. Long-term wealth with appreciation and depreciation. So understanding that, all these 5 things that we talked about, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things, being this is the 5th one, or the 4th one, sorry. Team, create leads, right? Done. Second, scare the hell out of you because you don't know what you're doing, but you have to get through these next 2 years, which is awesome. Year 1 versus somebody else's year 10. Know that you have to go through the process of it. Number 4 or 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hybrid agent. Yes, that is something that you need to understand, that you could be a listing agent. You can be a buyer's agent. You could be a flipper. You can be a wholesaler. You can buy the property, wholesale it. Maybe not wholesaling so much now as inventory increases. And then you're going to be the buy and hold person, but
Yep.
you can't buy and hold if you have no income.
Yeah.
Again, you can't buy and hold if you have no income. So it's a progression.
I love
This
that.
is why I was focusing on buyer's agent first, because I wanted to create a database.
Yeah.
Once I created a database, then what happened? They all came back to me to sell their property. Now I became a great listing agent. Becoming the great listing agent, then I started understanding how to create opportunities and buy property to flip, making $15,000 on a flip versus a $3,000 or $4,000 paycheck, which is the commission. So I 4 or 5x my commission check, but I understood and I started understanding that process of flipping. Then I started buying property to hold because of the money that came in. And now we're flipping at a higher level. But guess what? The progression was there the last 20 years.
Yeah.
But I focused on buying agent first to understand it. But right now, being that social media is everywhere and understanding that you have different options for people, well, guess what? You don't have to just be that buyer's agent. Obviously, that's one way to create income.
Yeah.
But then when you become the listing agent or the purchasing agent, that purchasing investor, hybrid investor, you know, any of that, then now you have different options. So all these things are exactly what you need to start year one.
Yeah. So my final one.
Damn, that was good.
Yeah. So my final one and number 6 is you need to realize that there's a lot of people in your office, right? You're showing up day one. A lot of the people in your office won't be in the office. They won't be real estate agents in 6 to 9 months. A lot of them got high on the hog. They thought it was easy the last 2 years. You're going to hear a lot of them complain. You're going to hear a lot of negativity. A lot of them didn't change and get ready for the winter. They're going to get washed out. A lot of them that came in 2 years ago had made 6 figures too fast. They increased their monthly burn rate. They're probably going to lose their cars. It's going to be messy because their commissions are going to fall off a cliff because they didn't do the work. Go back to this conversation and do the work. I would run away. I would really run away from any agent that had 2 years or less. I would go to the agents that had 10 or 15 years. And if I couldn't find them, I would definitely ignore it. If you had it, like if you paired me up with an agent that 2 years or less, I wouldn't take it. Because all you're going to do is complain about how hard it is now. I don't need to hear that. I didn't get the 6 figures the last year. I'm trying to build new stuff. So again, I think if I was a new agent, you need to realize, I think there's going to be 30% less agents, and a lot of that washout will come from agents over the last 2 years because today is harder than yesterday and it's going to be really bad. Yeah.
It's true. Michael, this is huge. So all these 6 steps or 6, points that we just covered, if you're a new agent and you're listening to this, honestly, this is the avenue. This is exactly the progression of success.
Yeah.
And it truly is. As long as you got some freaking grit in you, because you're going to get through the mud. You're going to get pushed through the mud. You're going to fall.
Mud,
you're going to get dirty.
Broken glass. Yeah.
Oh, this is a dog eat dog world. And especially in the real estate business, and you're an agent and you're brand new, this is what's going to happen. Well, let me add to this. The people that are on their way out, the 30% that we just talked about, some of them aren't just going to go away. They're going to try one more time to see if they can make it. And they are going to step all over the new person. They will step all over the new person to make sure that they get the commission check, that they get the client, that they get the listing.
Yeah.
Trust me, because desperation. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Desperation. Like they're looking at missing their BMW payment for the 3rd month in a row and the repo man's coming around. They will be desperate. Yeah.
Yeah, man, this is crazy. And to add one more thing, Michael, and I'm seeing this, as being in the business for a long time. And sure, can I go represent some buyers? Yeah. But what I'm going to do is have more leads come in on the buyer side, and then just start getting these guys that are 1 year, 2 years in the business. You now are on my team, showing property on a high scale, so you can make some money and you can get through all of this.
Yeah. Default to live. You got to survive the next 2 years. It's just the way it is. Omar, this has been amazing. This is an amazing session. If somebody wanted to join your team because you are investing, you are leading by example, how do they do that?
Guys, reach out to me on IG at Omar_Alfaro or my website, omaralfaro.com, or call me 760-559-9945.
There you go. Thanks, boss.